Apparently, gaming is dead. But for some reason, I can't stop adding games to my collection and increasing my infinite backlog. I already knew going into 2025 that my wallet would take a beating, and honestly, it got jumped. Every month, a new game was coming out, and even with the money to support my crippling gaming addiction, I also only have so much time that I can dedicate to said games before I have to go out and do adult activities. You know, be social and have a life. But no matter what happens, I will always come back for another gaming fix. 2025, looking back, was even better than 2024. I played so many great games that I can't wait to reminisce with you all about. So let's go ahead and end the year off right with a review of gaming in 2025. We're going to go ahead and break down every month into major releases that were on my radar, and we're going to talk about some general information and backgrounds about some of them. I will also talk about how some of these games impacted me this year. Without further ado, let's get into January.
With intentions to limit my stress, I can't deny it, I'm divided, stuck between both of myselves.
January was an amazing month. Not really for gaming, but just in general, you know, it's the beginning of the new year, right? You know, 2025 started off pretty nice for some of us. I was still in college and I was handling business, trying to get these grades, keeping these grades right and stuff like that. But in the meantime, we had games such as Freedom Wars Remastered go ahead and drop. We had Dynasty Warriors Origins, and we had Sniper Elite Resistance. So Freedom Wars Remastered, that game, it definitely was one of the first ones on my radar for the year, because I played that game back on the PS Vita years ago, right? Way before I even graduated high school. I remember it coming out originally, and it really reminded me of like Attack on Titan. It was like having an Attack on Titan game before, you know, the Attack on Titan games really took off. Freedom Wars Remastered is a really good game. I would say that some of the controls and things of that nature didn't really age that well coming into 2025, right? But, I think that, them re-releasing it right here was good for the future of the series. Hopefully, it sold pretty well, and that they're looking forward to putting out a new Freedom Wars, like a Freedom Wars 2 or just whatever they want to do, next for the series, and bring it up into the modern day. I think that would be critical. So Dynasty Warriors Origins, not even gonna lie to you, game's hard. It is pretty fun, but at the time I couldn't, force myself into spending the money for it. Because it didn't have multiplayer, and that was one of those games. I like playing those games like in multiplayer, like playing it with my old lady, playing it with some friends and stuff like that. I was like, nah, maybe later. I still think I might pick it up and catch it on sale eventually when I got like some time to try to play it myself. But it was well received. That's one thing for sure. But then we also had Sniper Elite Resistance, which was, to me, one of the games that I wasn't really paying too much attention to. But when I seen it came out, I was like, oh, this is like perfect, simple co-op fun. Guess what? You have levels. Now, yes, they're pretty open levels, but hey, you have levels. You click the level you want to play, you invite your friend or you play it yourself, and you just go do the mission. And there is a bunch of stuff you can do inside of the mission, which adds to the replayability. But at the end of the day, it's a simple co-op fun game, and I just love that. And that really pulled me into the game. I was playing the hell out of it in January. But as you'll see, more games started coming out, and this one kind of got lost in translation. These are the only 3 games that I really cared about for this month that I even paid any real attention to. But January is always normally the slower month, and that's for news, that's for games, that's just for a lot of stuff, honestly. It's the beginning of the year, so the dust is just settled on 2024, and we're getting into 2025, and you still have a lot of lingering things coming from there. I mean, literally at this point, I was really heavy on Marvel Rivals. Marvel Rivals came out in December of 2024, but I mean, we were still playing it religiously in January, and I believe even in February. I don't think I slowed down on that game until about March. So, you know, just to keep that in mind of what was really going on back in January. I rate this month at rank 12. February.
Acting I stay so positive. Bitch, I'm not. It's a masquerade. You think that you know me, but you don't. The facade is real. My passion is deadly. When I resort to shots fired, blame no one but yourself for the case.
What is the purpose of growing up winning if I cannot save all my brothers and sisters? Gifted but far from the smartest of richest, the hardest considered as slavery. Hostile and danger to fall from the irony. Become a shooter, my cousins indicted. They placed in that place where the microscope ain't good vision. Just so poverty seems so amateur. Justice served to us, fuck up another. We pull up the cops and we turn what they drop, and we let them continue to justice our peace, and we justice ourselves and we let them deceased. Madness retracted, I'm fed up, my niggas. We were not kings or queens, we the peasants. Exile.
Luckily, February of 2025 is where gaming started to heat up. It's kind of crazy that it started to heat up this much. So we had major releases such as Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. We had Warriors Abyss, Avowed, and Monster Hunter Wilds. February for me was pretty cool. Like I said, I was still heavy on Marvel Rivals, and that was really soaking up a lot of my time. And if I'm not mistaken, I think I went back and started playing Elden Ring again because I was trying to finish the DLC for the second time with my Samurai character. I did see Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 come out, but I've never really been into to that really style of game. From my understanding of Kingdom Come Deliverance 1, right, it was like super realistic, like you ain't shit type RPG, which is cool. I love, was it Outward? I love that game. I love games that, you know, pretty much make it to where you're not the chosen one. But that being said, I seen the gameplay and it really wasn't moving me, so I never really cared about it. And then when 2 came out, because I was looking for new games to play, right, I was kind of like on the fence of buying it. But then I was like, nah, it don't make no sense for me to spend money on it if I know I'm not really gonna play it. But that being said, like I said, a lot of people love that game. It was really up there for like, it was people's game of the year when it came out. Like, this was the game of the year, even if it just being February. Like I said, it was already in the talks. We had Warriors Abyss, which this one came out of nowhere for me. I told you I do like these Warriors type games, right? Like these self-esteem boosters. And this game, it took the Warriors Musou type of style of game, but then they made it a roguelike, which is genius, because why wouldn't a freaking Warriors game be a roguelike? I instantly fell in love with the game. I played the hell out of it. I'd literally be doing freaking homework or typing a paper or something, and then literally hopping right on it to run a few freaking rounds. I'd stay up. Like I said, I'd finish homework sometimes at 12, 11, right? And then I'd play this till about 1, 2 in the morning and be like, dang, I gotta wake up in about 2, 3 hours. But the sign of a good game is a game that keeps you coming back even when you know you got other obligations. Avowed came out in February. Now, I didn't play this until I want to say about a month or 2 later on the Game Pass when I still had it. It's pretty fun to me. Now, is it a game that I spend the whole $70 on? Negative. I was happy to try it on Game Pass. And I will buy it once the opportunity arises, when it's about $20 and when I got the time to play it. But it did feel like a pretty generic RPG. I think what was really drawing me to it was the fact that you could cast spells with one hand and shoot a freaking gun with the second hand. I thought it was pretty cool. But, it is what it is. Then my favorite game of that month, it beats out Warriors Abyss. It was Monster Hunter Wilds. I didn't have my new gaming PC yet. I was in the works of putting it together and building it and buying it. So when I got this game, I got it on the PS5, which, I was able to play it with the homies. I got my old lady into it. She didn't really like it as much as I thought she would. She loved Elden Ring, but I thought she might love some Monster Hunter, but that didn't happen. Monster Hunter Wilds had me in a literal chokehold. It had me locked down. I was behind bars. I was in the brig. There was a few things that I didn't like, right? Of course, like I said, I didn't play it on PC, but I did notice how bad the optimization was. So, that was a major gripe. And then also with the end game at the time, it just didn't feel as rewarding. Like messing with the RTN weapons, I think that's how you say it. It's been so long since I played it, but messing with the RTN weapons, this didn't feel as rewarding as I thought it should have. But that being said, I had a lot of fun and it kept me coming back. I would literally say the only reason I stopped playing that game is because something else came out a little bit later that completely stole my attention. I'll rate this month at rank 9. March.
I woke up wrong side of the bed. I find a fantasy ended with dread. Wish I had you with me instead, with a succubus and disturbing regret. Baby, I want you to stay with me. No, I'm tripping, please stay with me. Don't you leave, don't you leave. Baby, please stay with me. When I was with her, new vacancy. Nothing was worth the delay of weeks. I knew he'd be conscious and take the leap. Jump off into the lake with me. With you, I feel like I'm on Adderall. Can't maintain my focus. Lust for you and I want your all. Give it to my hocus pocus.
The major releases in March include Fragpunk, Split Fiction, Assassin's Creed Shadows, and first Berserker Kazan. There was also a Bleach game that came out the same day as Assassin's Creed Shadows, and I failed to include it in the script because I completely forgot. From what I played of Fragpunk, I mean, it was alright. It wasn't a generic first-person shooter, but I ain't gonna lie to you, I gave it like a good 20-25 minutes, and it wasn't really moving me. So I keep it real with you, I didn't really play it. Split Fiction, super freaking fun. Me and my old lady been trying to finish this game all year. It is really, really good. It's literally just as good, honestly, maybe even better than It Takes Two. They over there at Hazelight Studios cooking with freaking gasoline, brother. Every single level is unique. Every time they add something new, right? They teach you something new and show you how to use a new ability or new move. They make sure that the entire level is designed around it. And it starts off easy, then it becomes medium, then that shit get hard. Freaking well-crafted level design. Freaking the characters are very likable, and the levels never get they're never too long to where you get bored. That being said, the game is kind of long, but I mean that's never a con unless it's a Ubisoft game. Speaking of a Ubisoft game, we have Assassin's Creed Shadows, which I absolutely love. DEI Samurai that. He's not a real samurai this. Shut up, whatever. Bro, the game is good. If you played it, there's no way you can tell me that it wasn't a decent game. Now, I can very much understand it is a Ubisoft game. It is still bloated. As much as they tried to claim that it wasn't going to be bloated, it is still bloated. There is way too much stuff to do. And too much stuff to do is only bad when it's the same stuff to do. If you got 10 missions and 8 of those missions are go here and kill this person, and there's no real significant story impact or characters I don't really care about, or just anything that genuinely makes me care about what I'm doing, guess what's gonna happen? I'm gonna get tired. My eyes gonna get heavy. I'm gonna wake up with the controller in my hand, confused about where I'm at. My thing about Assassin's Creed games today is that I can't finish them. As much as I try to, I am the type of person I like to do everything in my game. And don't get me wrong, there is a point when I'm playing the game that I get to when I'm like, alright, I just want to finish the story. I just want to get to the end of the story. I'll come back later and do the freaking rest of the side activities. But guess what? There's so many side activities that you get fatigued early. And by the time I'm starting to think about, okay, I just want to focus on the main mission. When I go do a main mission, the main mission is just as boring as the side missions. And it's like, oh my gosh, slugfest. Oh, walk with the NPC that's gonna walk super slow and you can't go no faster. Or, like I said, it gets annoying. It really does. But that being said, that's not saying the game is particularly bad. The game is very fun. It is very much a really good Assassin's Creed game. And I do plan on going back and actually finishing it. But that backlog is continuing to grow, because guess what else came out? First, Berserker Kazan. I am genuinely confused on why this game was not nominated for something during the Game Awards in 2025. This game started my soul's fatigue. This game is really, really fun. The combat is really, really addictive, and they have their own, take on the Souls formula. But my issue is that I keep playing Souls games, and I love them, so I'm the type that's going to continue to play until I either beat it or until I beat a certain boss, and the same thing applies here. I always go into a Souls game knowing that when I start playing it, I'm going to get hooked, and then I can't play nothing else because I'm only going to want to play that game. I'm only going to want to succeed in that game until I beat it. But the problem is they got other stuff I want to play, like Assassin's Creed, like Monster Hunter. So when I finally picked this game up and I started playing it, and I want to say, I don't remember what the last boss I played. I made it decently far in the game. I think I'm about halfway through it, but I got to one boss and they were doing all kind of crazy combos again, and I'm like, I ain't gonna lie to you, my head hurt. You know what? I'm not about to sit here and stress about this. I'm gonna go play something I'm having more fun with. Cause I ain't gonna lie to you, it gets to a point where I'm just like, alright, bro, I'm tired of stressing, bro. I'm tired of fighting enemies that got these crazy long health bars, and it's like no matter how much freaking you put into DPS, your DPS still don't matter because they still hitting you with 3 billion piece combos, and I just got tired. That's not to say that the game's bad or anything like that. I love the game. I will go back and finish it, but it mentally drained me to the point where I was like, I think I'm getting tired of playing Souls games. March was an amazing month for gaming. I'd go ahead and rank March at a rank of 6. April.
Stuck in my waves, low vibration wave. You miss me cause I be going bonkers in your cave. My distance uncanny, you love and you can't stand me. One more of me and one less of me, I maintain that alley. You heard more cause you a sweet body with the mind state of a freak body. I could never maintain your body for me, that means for everybody. One day you'll find somebody who's willing to take your dirty bodies. In the meantime, I mean to feel your body no deeper than the depth of an inner body. Space, time, and active, with you I imagine. I cope with my passion, no love cause I'm damaged.
Boy, April was spicy. Spicy, like you put the tapatio on your shit, spicy. Like you went to an Asian restaurant and told them to make you regret life decision, spicy. The major releases this month was South of Midnight, Fatal Fury City of the Wolves, The Elder Scrolls Oblivion, freaking, what is that, 654, I don't fucking remember. Claire Obscure Expedition 33, you know Expedition 30 Sweep, Forza Horizon 5, and Keyboard. South of Midnight, a labor of love. I am so happy it won an award at the freaking Game Awards, because it deserves something. And this year was so stacked, I ain't think they was gonna win shit. South of Midnight was so fun. It was a great platformer, even though I did have some issues with some of the platforming. For the most part, it was very much good enough, right? A lot of room for improvement. The combat system is where the most of the improvement could be, but because it was more of a platforming game, I gave it a little grace. But it was really fun. I beat the hell out of that game, and I recommend everybody go and play it. It is very much a good story, well-told story, female protagonist, African American woman female protagonist. Might I add that? Melanated greatness. Fatal Fury, City of the Wolves, oh my goodness. Such a good fighting game. I am very much happy it won Fighting Game of the Year, because honestly, all the other picks didn't make no goddamn sense to be on there. 2XKO definitely shouldn't have been on this year. It should be on for next year, because that's when it's actually coming out. But hey, whatever. This game I was very much looking forward to. I almost didn't buy it because I felt like it was looking kind of weird, like people weren't really talking about it as much as I thought they should have. But I went ahead and took the plunge, and I was very, very happy with getting it. And I ain't gonna lie to you, I remember them nights when I freaking first got that game, getting my ass whipped. Because like I said, I think it was like my first like 60 games, my first 60 fights. Like I was just getting punished. I think I maybe won like 1 or 2 rounds within those 60. But I was getting the combos put on me, the beats, like they was just tearing me up. I don't know what the hell, but I pushed through it, because real ones prosper. And yeah, the game's really fun though. It kind of sucks that like a lot of people really haven't played it and people didn't really give it the time of day. Because I mean, it is an old series. It doesn't make any sense why people wouldn't want to give something like that a try, especially considering it's something different from Street Fighter. It's something different from Tekken. But hey, I guess everybody just wants to play the same old. Elder Scrolls 4, the Oblivion Remaster, it definitely shook up the internet. Mostly because it came out of literally nowhere. Bethesda is some real life ghouls because they announced the game the same day it dropped. You know how much sauce you gotta have to be able to do that in any industry? Imagine you freaking dropping a movie to theaters without telling nobody you was even making it. And like because you just know it's gonna do numbers. That's crazy. Like the only people who could do that in music is like a Kendrick Lamar, like a J. Cole, Michael Jackson, freaking like you can't just drop stuff without telling people. But guess what? Bethesda said we like that. And guess what they are? Because everybody was on this. Except for me, because I don't play that shit. You know what I was playing on that Game Pass? That Expedition 30 sweep. Yeah, I was on Expedition 33 hard as hell when I first started playing it. This is the month that I built my new computer. All the parts came in. You know, my baby right here, you know. Yeah, I was, putting that together. And by this point, I had it set and ready to go. And I was trying it out, right? And, initially I was just like, oh, another RPG, like whatever. And then I got to the Gamache. I ain't gonna lie to you, brother. I was like, what? Freaking Thanos snap? What? Shit crazy. Then not to mention the combat is just impeccable. Immaculate. Freaking just does it for you. And yeah, the game is freaking amazing. I'm not going to go too hard on it right now or talk too much about it right now because I've already talked a lot about it in the past few weeks. So, Forza Horizon 5 dropped. A game that I had to pass on, even though I really wanted to play it as bad as possible. My old lady not into racing games, and a lot of the games that I bought were either to make sure I could play with her, or so that I could play it myself. And don't get me wrong, I do love Forza Horizon. I've played pretty much all of them, but this was one of those ones I was like, I'll wait, and I almost bought it, but I was like, I'll wait because I really didn't have a need for a racing game at that moment. I was so deep into some other games, it just didn't make any sense to get it for it to just sit there. That being said, the game is doing fantastic. This is one of a few games that released on PS5. It was like a trade deal that Sony and Microsoft had with their IPs, and it has been going swimmingly. Lastly, this month was Keyboard. Now, I didn't play this game until way later. I think it was around the end of September. In October that I actually played this game. I didn't even know it came out. My homeboy told me, hey bro, you gotta play this game, you gotta play it. I thought it had multiplayer, but because it didn't have multiplayer, I kind of put it on the back burner. I had it on my wish list for a little bit, and then the opportunity came and it went on sale. And I was like, you know what? It's another roguelike. I looked at his achievements and I was like, I think I can get the platinum on this. Let me try it out. Man, is this game fire. I will be doing a video on it later, but this game is so good. It is literally just a beat 'em up, but it's like you got guns, you got freaking sticks, poles, freaking swords, all kind of different things. You got body augments. It is a real roguelike. They even added a freaking split screen multiplayer mode. Hopefully they add a freaking online multiplayer mode next. And they also added an endless mode with leaderboards. Like, come on, why is this game not being talked about? It's crazy. It's also not generically hard, typical, we're going to just give them a crap ton of health. If you make the right build, you're going to wipe the screen. Literally, it's crazy. Really good game. Slept on. Please go buy it. The month of April was really, really good. It's like one of my best months, honestly. I had a lot of fun with a lot of the games. Like I said, South of Midnight was amazing. Fatal Fury was amazing. Expedition 33 literally went on to win Game of the Year and actually 9 awards at the Game Awards. The ones that matter, right? We ain't gonna talk about the Indie Game Awards. Yeah, exactly. But I ranked this month, rank 4. May.
Anger aside, I got tired of the BS. Told her I pulled her if ever in sex. Know that my passion and pain leave me stressed. So instead of yelling, you tell me to rest. I've been accustomed to failing at first. Learn from niggas, get tossed in the urge. But living too real, keeping it real to the suckers. Most losers can't fathom it. Often relax time, my soul tell me kill him. I've been a demon, a chef in my mental. Custom to build on life in 2 minutes. And watching it crumble from passion descending. I got the heater, I'm really with it. If ever you try me, I'm prone to get it. Far from a gangster, but live by a code. A man ever try me, your soul get me slow. Magic, my verses be casting out spells. Magic, I send to your bitches and bro. When she go black, she'll probably go deaf. She can't hear a boo when I'm licking her neck. Power is always the reason we're breathing. I'm feeling my energy blistering, beaming. When I black out, you're seeing the scenes. The blood will corrupt and distort all the seasons. I'm going loner, don't wanna go through it. Bought me a tool and intended to use it. I know that you miss me, sick died in the movies. Now I'm the moon and my soul is in ruins. I changed how I looked at the world that I'm viewing. Knowledge is only absorbed till you use it like energy. I can begin to transmute it and push it to you through the force of this music.
May was a very important month for me. I finally graduated college. Finally, 10 years later, I began moving my life once again because, you know, the profession I chose decided that they was going to have us do that often. But before I got that degree, brother, them finals was kicking my ass. I was stressed. I wanted to play games. I wanted to make videos. And guess what? I literally just got back into making videos the month prior. And guess what happened? Ain't nothing came out. After this month, ain't nothing came out. After, during, freaking, it took a while. Mentally drained is not the correct phrase, but there is no correct phrase. I was taxed. Major releases in May include Doom: The Dark Ages, Capcom Fighting Collection 2, Monster Train 2, and Elden Ring Night Rain. Doom is another game that I originally played on the Game Pass. I normally buy Doom since I started PC gaming, and what I mean by that is when I left my mama's house and started, you know, doing what I really wanted to do in life. I built my first computer. I've been buying Doom on my PC, on Steam, since then. I've played them all. Doom is literally one of the games that originally started my PC gaming freaking extravaganza. But I was like, it's on the Game Pass, I'm gonna save. I was broke as hell. That's what it was. I really just couldn't afford to really buy it, to keep buying too many games. I was trying to move. I was doing a lot of other stuff. But I got Doom: The Dark Ages on that Game Pass. I didn't get to beat it because I ain't had time to, but I was playing the hell out of it. It is so fun. Freaking cracking demon heads, freaking smashing freaking bodies, freaking, it's just always gonna be fun. It's literally one of them games you just turn your brain off and just freaking go crazy. The music's always hitting, right? I'm not even into metal or nothing like that, but it always hits. I be in the metal when I start playing. I did not buy Capcom Fighting Collection 2 because I wanted a physical copy, and at the time it was not physical copy, it was only online. I'm like, why did y'all freaking do that? So literally, as of right now, I still haven't bought the game because now I don't even care about it anymore. I got a whole PlayStation 2 Marvel vs. Capcom 2 on it. So, I mean, I don't really care about none of the other games because I ain't really played them when I was growing up. I only played MVC 2, so I really ain't got no reason to pay for that. Monster Train 2, sadly, I have not bought this game yet because too many other things was coming out. It's only a $25 game, but it's one of those games that I know when I get it, I'm going to be into it. So it's been in my wish list at the top for a little while, and probably will end up getting it soon. But Monster Train 2 is a great game. I hope that if you are into deck builders, this is definitely a game that could get you into deck builders if you're not into it. It's a roguelike, and I love roguelikes. Of course, we can't end May without talking about Elden Ring Night Rain. This standalone DLC, honestly, it really could have crept into the Game Awards and took a couple things. I'm surprised it didn't. I'm genuinely surprised it didn't get Multiplayer of the Year. I'm surprised it didn't get Game of the Year. And not for me to say that it actually deserved Game of the Year. I don't even think it deserved to be in the talks. It's just crazy that it didn't because it has the Elden Ring name attached to it. When this game came out, when I say this game had me locked up, it won't let me out. It had me locked up. The game was freaking fire. And don't get me wrong, as the longer I played it, the more I started to realize the issues, right? Once the honeymoon phase was over, I started to realize that it wasn't a real roguelike. It really isn't. I don't know what it is about FromSoft and everybody just always want to be different, which is cool. I actually like that because they really do be coming up with some really good stuff. But if you're gonna make a roguelite, you gotta commit to making it a roguelite. You get your levels capped and stuff. I'm not gonna go too hard on it right now, but I do have issues with the game. But that being said, you don't accidentally drop 150 hours into a game. Clearly, I loved it, and I loved it enough to keep playing it. So, hey, and then that DLC, I haven't gotten really to delve into it as much as I want to, but from what I played, is just as hard as any Elden Ring or Dark Souls or Souls DLC ever is. And hey, I respect it. May was an amazing month as well. I rank it at a rank 5. June.
I'm just hoping I'm on your mind. 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 Girl, I'm just hoping I'm on your mind. Girl, I'm just hoping I'm on your mind. Baby, I'm just hoping I'm on your mind. I'm just hoping I'm on your mind. I wanna be for you and you know I'm always gonna love you for sure. I just need some time to be lost with you, elope with me, find out you controlling me, puppet master sorcery.
June was honestly a pretty crazy month. We had the Nintendo Switch 2 release. We had Mario Kart World release alongside it. We had Splitgate 2, FBC Firebreak, Rematch, and Death Stranding 2 on the beach. Man, when I heard about the Switch 2 earlier that year, I was like, man, yes, I can't believe it. Freaking, I was so ready to freaking like just drop freaking $1,000 off rip to get everything, to get 2 Switches, right? Because I wanted one for me, one for my old lady. I was gonna get the camera, I was gonna get the Pro controllers, bro. I was gonna get everything. But I quickly realized Nintendo is tripping. So guess what I didn't do? I didn't buy it day one. I'm very happy I didn't. I waited a very long time, I would say. But no, it came out, and it came out to very mixed reception. There was a lot of course, when you are the dummy, the test dummy for these new products, there will be issues, right? There's just no way around it. You can test something as many times as you want to, but until you get it in the actual hands of the consumer, you'll never really know what you're gonna really run into. So, they had some issues, right? They started ironing them out, whatever. One thing I can say is they sold a crap ton of them motherfuckers. Like, as of September to October 2025, like, they literally sold globally 10 million products. 10 million Switch 2s. So, the boycott that was supposed to happen, that didn't happen. Like, everybody showed up and showed out and bought them joints. It is crazy. But hey, can't argue with what people want, I guess. Mario Kart World was right alongside that because they had a bundle. And, I've played it now. Now that I have played it, I can't say that it's a bad game. I actually was never saying it was a bad game. But is it better than Sonic? Hell no. But that's for another day. Mario Kart World is pretty fun. I do like the Knockout Tour. That is probably the standout mode of the game because for some reason they failed to include full Grand Prix of just 3 lap races, pretty much. Like I said, Knockout Tour is an actual knockout. The World Tour, like riding around in the world is boring as hell, I'm not gonna lie. Nobody was asking for an open world Mario Kart. I don't understand why everything needs to go open world today, but let's go ahead and make a thing. In 2026, everything don't need to be open world. Honestly, don't make no open world games. Let's try to make a new trend. Linear. Splitgate 2. I remember playing this pretty hefty. I remember being on leave and playing it. I don't remember if it was, I think it was the beta. Pretty sure it was the beta. And it was fun, But then homeboy had to go ahead and say he wanted to make gaming great again. Can you read between the lines? They need to give yearly, monthly, goddamn weekly training to CEOs on how to shut the fuck up. Homie's game was doing good. Like, the game was really fun. People was loving it. But like, if you could just shut up and just let people enjoy your product, I mean, honestly, you know, things would probably just be a little bit better for you. But now look at where the game is at. Dead as hell. Like, literally, the result, the actions of the CEO severely crippled the game. Like, severely. It's ridiculous how bad it is. I never thought it would actually happen this bad. But don't worry, there's more later this year. FBC Firebreak came out. It was only like $40, and I really could have got it, but I was afraid to because, like I said, your boy was struggling, and you know, I didn't really want to jump into another freaking game that was just like this. I'm so tired of live service games. I wasn't trying to get into another live service game that I wasn't really sure I was going to play. I mean, it looked kind of fun, but it didn't really look like something that was going to hold me for more than a freaking week at that. And I was like, it didn't even look like something I'd play by myself. So it was kind of like one of them things I was like, let me hold off on it and see like where it is, like what's the temperature of the game later in the year. And I guess I made a good choice because ain't nobody talking about that damn game. You know what we are still talking about though? Rematch. Yes, Rematch, a freaking soccer game where you create your own freaking player and you just go and play freaking indoor freaking soccer and kick the ball off of walls and just do tricks and make people look stupid. Bro, it was so fun to just shake people in that game, man. Like doing the 3v3s, that was fun. And then we learned about the 5v5s and like really started playing that. Man, we used to really be up in there stressed. And the thing about that game is that it really do, you know, because it's a competitive game, right? They allow you to get a rematch, which, right? Like, you would think that every game that has, you know, like 2K should have it. There should be a rematch feature in every game that is competitive. Why would you have us play one game and then have us leave? But I digress. The game was really fun. We was always running it back, and we was always just, hey, we got to get another one in. We got to get some more W's, trying to get our rank up. And it's just super fun, man. Super fun. I got the platinum of this game. That's how you know it was good. Last was Death Stranding 2. I ain't play this shit. Look, I don't really care about Walking Simulator on the beach. I didn't care about Walking Simulator before with a crying baby and all this weird shit. I don't care, bro. I ain't really gonna lie to you. Hey, if you love it, I like it. But I don't like it, so I didn't play it. Now, what do I think of June? This is ranked number 3 for me. We had the Switch 2 come out. We had Rematch. And I'm not gonna lie to you, I put a lot of hours in the Rematch. I would say that this month was probably where I had some of the most fun during the year. July.
Open your eyes, I want you to see. Open your lungs, I want you to breathe. I take you down, I leave it to see. Hear what I say, I make you believe. Baby, I'm guilty of falling for you. Please don't hurt me, I'm vulnerable when I consume. Use me until you can't use anymore. Love me until you can't love anymore. I just lay back while I'm under attack. Hear your war cry, war cry. I just can't fathom your body and hearing your war cry, war cry. Let you do you, please make me remember your war cry, war cry. PTSD, you give it to me with your war cry, war cry.
Man, July was stressful. Brother, I was learning some freaking new stuff about the curvature of the earth and all of this good stuff, and just, it was a headache and a half, I ain't gonna lie to you. But hey, I made it. I made it through. But the major releases for this month, right, were Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 and 4, Ready or Not's console release and just full release in general, Donkey Kong Bonanza on the Switch 2, Killing Floor 3, Wu-Chang Fallen Feathers, and Ninja Gaiden Ragebound. I ain't gonna lie to you, I'm a whole slut for like a good Tony Hawk game. And I mean, a lot of people really didn't like this game, but I liked it. I mean, it's an arcade skating game from the early 2000s. I went into it knowing what I was getting into. Maybe that's what it is. I didn't really play too much of the old games because I was a kid. I don't even remember having them. I had like Project 8, I had Underground and like American Wasteland, but I never played like the Pro Skater series directly. So, you know, playing it like this was cool to me. I loved it. Ready or Not? Bro, I wish that I was able to record gameplay back then. I really wanted to do a video on this game, but I didn't have the equipment or the energy or the will to do it, right? But if I had this Elgato that I got now, yo, y'all would have had so many funny videos of me and the homies playing this game. Like, we got our old ladies on it and everything. Like, this game was freaking hot. But we knew when we were playing it that we were probably only gonna play for that weekend, maybe that week, and then put it down. It was very well understood that was what was gonna happen. Literally nothing against the game. It's just that once you beat a level, you don't get the same shock that you got the first time, right? Because you kind of go into it knowing what to expect, and that's what you're supposed to get. But for us, the major fun in the game was the initial reaction that everybody had when you walked into a room. Like, my funniest moments was us walking into a building and then like somebody screaming, "Hey, put your hands down!" And like, we quickly realized that being a police officer is not as easy as it sounds. We all would have been on the news because that game is freaking scary. The sound design, I'm surprised it didn't get like nominated for that, honestly. The sound design is freaking amazing. You genuinely be thinking like somebody next to you, behind you. It's really good. Really good game. Donkey Kong Bonanza. I didn't play this game until literally a couple days ago. Like, I just got a Switch. But this was almost why I almost bought a Switch, because of this. Like, I didn't really have the funds to do it, so I was kind of pushing it to the side. And then when I did have the funds to do it, I was still kind of pushing it to the side because I was like, nah, not enough games. Donkey Kong Bonanza was the only game that I cared about on the Switch 2 for like a long while. And after playing it, I am very satisfied. Legit, I remember going to, I think it was Walmart, and they had the display unit out for the Switch too. And I was like, oh, let me go ahead and test it out. And, you know, Donkey Kong was on there. I started playing it. I was like, man, I was about to buy it right there. I was like, man, look, I'm just going to have to just thug it out and just not eat for the rest of the month. But I'm not crazy. I didn't do it. But I thought about it. Killing Floor 3 was pretty good. I liked it. It is, of course, a pretty repetitive game. It's not as in-depth as Killing Floor 2 was, at least as much as I remember. I played a little bit of it. But, I mean, I was having fun with it. Wu-Chang Fallen Feathers, an amazing game. I'm lying, I really didn't like this game. Like I was saying earlier in the year, right, I was going through some Souls fatigue because I was playing too many of them, and like I said, it does start to deteriorate your mental fortitude and your will to keep playing. Now I got tired of playing, and I started playing that one, and I was like, yeah, this is generic difficulty, this isn't fun. And I deleted it from the Game Pass. Yeah, I did. Ninja Gaiden Ragebound is a game that I still have not played, but it definitely shook up the earth a little bit when it came out. So, I just wanted to mention it. I think if you like, side scroller beat 'em up type games, I mean, you should probably give it a try. For me, July is rank 8. August.
Moonlight overdrive. 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 Moonlight overdrive.
Not to be confused with Elsina. The major releases for this month were Dead Zone Rogue, Gears of War Reloaded, Metal Gear Solid Delta Snake Eater, and Lost Soul Aside. Dead Zone Rogue is a game that I really wish I could have covered man, this game is like in the runnings for my game of the year. Like, it's up there. This game is so good, man. Roguelike of the year. It is so addictive. The gunplay is so smooth that you just gotta keep playing. It is so frustrating when you die because you know that sometimes... Okay, I take it back. Sometimes it do be feeling like you getting hoed, but most of the time it really do just be you just not paying attention to your surroundings. Maybe you went in there too fast and you got two-pieced. And it's just how it happens. The game is so fun though, man. Try it, please. Gears of War Reloaded. Of course, you know that game had me in a chokehold. I love Gears of War. We got on it, right? And I specifically just wanted to support them, you know, bringing it over to PlayStation. I dropped a 40 on it just to make sure that, you know, I supported it, you know, best way I could. That being said, it did have issues. It had a lot of issues, very stressful issues. But I just respect that they took the shot and put it out here. They definitely could have did better though. I very much hope that E-Day comes out of the gate swinging. Because they proved that they could put it on the platform. Now let's make sure we can perfect it on the platform. I did not play Metal Gear Solid Delta Snake Eater. I did want to, but other stuff was out. I was trying to, you know, not go broke. And that was one of those games that fell by the wayside. And I'm probably not going to play it. You know, it is what it is. I know people love that game. I know people love the entire series. The first Metal Gear I played was was it 5? And to this day, I still have not beaten it because I do not know where the hell to go. And I refuse to re-download it and figure it out. Lost Soul Aside had its moment, but I didn't play it. I also don't even really remember what the game looked like. But hey, you see it on the screen. August for me is rank 7. September.
Love songs I wrote, you know who they bout. I see you, it's on sight. I'm a rest, I little doubt. I make up for lost time. One more time, he not around when I come around, and get lost.
Never meant to make you suffer. I'm a terrible distance lover. Know that I want you, it's not just words, but the life that I live is just quite absurd. I can't dictate when I get to you, but I know when I get to you, I'ma get into you. I think that passion is critical. I think that we should be stingy with physical, hard with digital. You feel like I'm mythical, feel like I'm not really into you. Substance abuse is how you deal with the bad things that he did to you. Wish that my words could somehow get to you. Wish that I had time to see you from you. Your spiritual substance was killing you. Found out you died from something that's healing you. Wish I was here for you.
This is always a great month. You know, your boy always gotta age up this month. You know how it go. Your boy getting a little older. But that being said, we had some really good releases this month. We had Hell Is Us, Hollow Knight Silksong, NBA 2K26, Borderlands 4, Skate, Dot, Hades 2, Silent Hill F, Sonic Racing Cross Worlds, and Pac-Man World 2 Repack. Hell Is Us is a very, very cool Souls-like that is also kind of like Outward or Onward or whatever the hell the name of the game is, that where you not really shit. You really ain't shit. If the game don't tell you where to go, you just gotta figure it out. And I love that. But did I really have the mental capacity to play that right now? Hell no, I didn't buy it. I do plan on getting it. It has been on sale, but like I said, I ain't got the mental capacity right now to really put myself through that, so that's why I haven't bought it, but I have heard really good things about it. Hollow Knight Silksong, yeah, I still had the Game Pass around this time. I very much hopped on it and played a little bit. I didn't really get that far, because soon after is when, you know, it was time to cut it off. But there's a reason why this game was nominated for so many awards. The game is flames. I love Metroidvania games just as much as I love roguelikes. And, you know, once I sat down with it, you know, I really understood why so many people loved it. And I will be beating it soon. One game I did not expect to ever talk about, ever, was NBA 2K26. Man, did they do a good job with this game? Yes, there is still very prevalent issues with the entire 2K freaking series. But what I can say is, what they do have here was actually genuinely fun. I have been consistently getting back on this game since I bought it. And I didn't even buy it this month. I was gonna get it, but I had a lot of people was getting it and they was telling me about it. I was like, oh man, it sounds good, but I'm not gonna fall into the trap. And I didn't. I ended up catching it on sale for the $40 and I hopped on it. And like I said, it's been really fun. Borderlands 4. You remember how I mentioned that the Splitgate the CEO, kind of fucked up the whole game? Guess what happened with Borderlands 4? Randy Pitchford telling people to go make their own game and go code their own game if they got a problem with the way that Borderlands 4 runs on PC. Fuck Borderlands. You lucky I didn't get to make the video I wanted to make. I'm still gonna make it, but I didn't get a chance to this year. Man, like, I couldn't believe it. Nobody could believe it, honestly, but homeboy really just need to shut the fuck up. I don't understand. I don't get it. Why these CEOs can't just be the CEO. Just run the company from the shadows like you should. Everybody's got to be a face of something. Everybody want to have clout and all of this stuff. Bro, if you want your game to be successful, you need to just have the PR team handle all of this stuff. It is so easy to say, dang, I'm sorry that y'all having these issues. We're going to fix it. I promise you, nobody would have freaking really cared that much once the game was fixed. Because that's normally how it goes. But no. You want to freaking go on Twitter and X or whatever you want to call it and start throwing blows and uppercuts at your community. And guess what? We don't care. And to keep it 3 bands with you, the only reason I even beat the game is because I paid the $70 for it. But while I was playing it, I was very, very angry because guess what I was supposed to buy in the place of this game? Next month, I was supposed to buy Ghost of Yotei. But guess what? I spent $70 on this motherfucker. And I was playing it, and I was fighting all these bullet sponges, and I was like, damn, I remember why I didn't ever beat a Borderlands game. Because these bitches is boring. So yeah, I ain't gonna lie to you, I don't think I'm buying another Borderlands game ever again. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of bullet sponges. I'm tired of damage sponges. I'd rather go back to Destiny where I could at least freaking get a weapon that is so powerful. I'm not doing this no more. I can't do it. Here we go with Skate. Period. I ain't gonna lie to you. Initially, I was really hyped for it because I'm like, man, Skate coming back, yeah. Then I heard it was gonna be a live service, free to play game. And my heart dropped because I'm like, damn, we know what that's gonna be like. And guess what? It's exactly what we thought it was gonna be like. And I ain't turned that game back. I actually deleted it. I ain't turned that game back on since the first day I played it with my homeboy. He was loving it. I just could not really see myself spending no money on it and continuing to play it because none of the freaking missions were fun. Hey, go do a trick off this. Go do this impossible trick off this. And do this for 20 hours until you finally... It's not fun. I'm not gonna lie to you. They should have just made a freaking regular Skate game, and guess what? We would have all been cool with that, and you could have kept adding stuff. It could have literally been Xenoverse Skate. You could have made Skate Xenoverse 2. Whatever the hell you wanted to make. But no, y'all want to make a freaking whole live service game and just continue to destroy IPs. Like, come on, bro. Get it together. Hades 2 came out officially, and I didn't play it until a little bit later, but it's pretty gas. It's pretty fun. I don't think I need to talk too much about Hades 2 because for the most part, everybody has played it because it had a Nintendo Switch 2 release. This was one of the major games people played on there. Of course, while it was on PC initially in early access, most people was playing it earlier this year anyways. So, it's a good game. Good roguelike. Silent Hill F is another game I kind of had to pass on, but everything I've seen about it in the walkthroughs and just gameplay, everything about it was really good. I would really love to play it, but when it comes to horror games, I really got to be in the mood for it, and I also got to have somebody in the room with me when I'm playing it because I get petrified really quickly. Next, we got to talk about literally another one of my favorite games of the year, Sonic Racing Crossworlds. Not even gonna lie to you, I wasn't even really too much tracking this game until about a few months before, right? And they had a beta that came out, right? And we played the online beta. I want to say it was a month prior to this, and it was heat. And I was like, man, this game is gonna be gas. This game, and guess what? It came out and it was blowing Mario Kart out the water. Like, they literally had a whole commercial freaking crapping on Nintendo and their Mario Kart and say, oh, you can drive around in the open world. I'm like, dang. And after playing Mario Kart World and how boring it is, I'm like, damn, that was a legit uppercut, like to the gullet. Crazy. If there's any game this year that I can recommend, I cannot recommend this game enough. It is Heat. If you like kart racers, whatever, guess what? You could put rims on your car. You could freaking race with Patrick Star in a freaking on a hoverboard in space. You can do whatever the hell you want. It's fire. The last game to come out this month was Pac-Man World 2 Repack. Now I played Pac-Man World 2 back on my PlayStation 2 back when I had to be like about 10. I don't remember. I was young. I was a little youngin'. And when I tell you, like, I don't even remember beating that game because it was hard as hell. I remember like throwing my controller a few times because like I remember being in the lava world and like dying to a level. Like I just could not beat it. Like, I used to cry over this game because I couldn't beat it. It's hard as hell. I played it earlier. I didn't buy it when it first came out, but I played it about a month or two later, and I quickly realized, yeah, I don't know how I was even beating some of those levels as a kid. This shit hard as hell. The levels are long. Like, and we're talking PlayStation 2 days back when, you know, you had the memory card and stuff. And yeah, like, this game hard as fuck. That's all I'm gonna say. Play at your own risk. September, for me personally, is ranked number 1. We had too many bangers came out this month. And honestly, it was a lot of games. It was a very fruitful month. October.
Are we dreaming?
You try to act like it ain't never been your fault. Think you always right, that's just one of many flaws. Take advantage when they let you get involved. Now you can't trust, falling in and out of love. It's no different from what you see on TV. All you know is how to lead the women on. Play you want commitment, but you wanna play the field. Then get mad when she tell you that was not part of the deal. Take it back to when you was 18, looking like Crayola, indeed was hella green. Let her lead you on in those that y'all wrote. Then she left you for a man that both of y'all know. Took it personal and you lost it. Now you feel played and you off it. You wanna get your get back and you got misplaced anger and don't know how to control that.
I think it's time to grow up. I think it's time to grow up. Getting too old to be playing these games. You gotta grow up, yeah. I think it's time to grow up. I think it's time to grow up. Getting too old to be playing these games. You gotta grow up, yeah.
October was another stressful month for me, myself, and I. But hey, like I said, I made it. I finished. But in the meantime, we had games such as Ghost of Yote, the Super Mario Galaxy 1 and 2 release on Switch. We had Absalom, Battlefield 6, Pokemon Legends ZA, you know, smoking on that ZA, Ninja Gaiden 4, Painkiller, The Outer Worlds 2, and Arc Raiders. I will honestly say that October and September are interchangeable for number 1 on the ranking, simply because there's too many heater rounds that came out in these months. Like, when I say that the gaming industry was on fire at this point, it legit was. Ghost of Yote came out to pretty good reviews. What I would say is that, to my understanding, it didn't have the same impact that Ghost of Tsushima had. And that might be because so many people were grifting, saying that, oh, she's not hot and all that. I'm like, bro, shut up, bro. Like, do y'all play video games to have fun, or do y'all play games to choke your chicken? What we doing here? I don't get it, because I bought Borderlands 4 and I'm still salty about that shit. I was not able to get Ghost of Tsushima until literally Christmas Day. My old lady came through and she hooked your boy up with the $70 card, and I went ahead and got it, and I tested it out, and from what I've played so far, I know I'm gonna love that game just like I did Ghost of Tsushima. It is fun. It's more of, I'll say, more of the same with a little extra sprinkled on top. And hey, what's so bad about that? Super Mario Galaxy 1 and 2 on the Switch is kind of blasphemous, not because they re-released it, but because these motherfuckers is charging $70. Brother. And then if you want to buy a Galaxy 2 by itself, it's about what, 40? Nah, brother. Go ahead and exit stage left with that bullshit. We're not doing that. I didn't buy it, and I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm not buying it. I got a Wii. Guess what I can play on my Wii? Mario Galaxy 1 and 2. Now, Absalom is a freaking uppercut to the gaming industry. Not really. It's just a really good game. It's a roguelike, beat 'em up. It really does. It feels like Dragon's Crown. And Dragon's Crown is one of my favorite games that came out of the Vita era of gaming. And yeah, I started playing it. I immediately knew I loved it. And the sad thing is I didn't really have nobody to play with. But that's one of those games that I didn't need somebody to play with. I could play it by my damn self. And then they also have, matchmaking, which makes it even better. So you could always find somebody to play with. Battlefield 6, oh my goodness. Talk about a freaking amazing game. Man, the beta for this alone was already like enough to tell us that like this was going to destroy Call of Duty this year. And guess what it did? It blew him out of the water. There's not much that I can say about Battlefield 6 that you don't know already. The game is breaking freaking records. Like it's selling like freaking hotcakes, like McDonald's hotcakes, selling freaking crazy. And the gameplay is just super fun. Like people who don't play Battlefield are playing Battlefield. Like people who were straight Call of Duty heads are playing it. I knew that this game was succeeding when I seen one of my homeboys from when we was kids. This man, all I know him to play is Madden and freaking Call of Duty. He's not a heavy gamer. This man is on Battlefield 6. I'm like, all right, yeah, this game is cutting up. Crazy. Pokemon smoking on that za. That shit came out and I ain't gonna lie to you. All I was hearing was bad stuff about it. And I ain't gonna lie to you, part of me didn't want to pick it up because I was like, damn, like when I do get a Switch, like this was gonna be one of the reasons to get a Switch too, right? So I'm like, man, people don't like it. So I prolonged getting a Switch. I was like, damn, October I could have gotten one. I got my finances back right, ish. But I was like, nah, I think I'm gonna go ahead and chillax. This ain't gonna really work out. Not gonna do it. Well, I can confidently say after playing it myself, I don't really see any problems with it. I mean, I take that back. There is problems with it, but I'm having fun. I mean, like I said, I play games to have fun. I don't just go into a game just looking to be mad or just looking for things to nitpick. When I see something that's wrong, it's because it's a thorn in my ass. And so far, I haven't really found too many thorns in this game. So I'm having fun with it. Ninja Gaiden 4 should have been recommended for like best action game or something. I don't know. The game is freaking flames. It is literally Ninja Gaiden 4. What do you expect? Ass whippings just be handing out like left and right, freaking uppercuts, freaking drop kicks, everything, whatever you need. Freaking, we giving them out. So a game, a little small game called Painkiller came out, and I was very confused about what type of game this was. I thought it was just a roguelike shooter that played kind of like Doom. Now there is a roguelike mode and it does sort of play like Doom, but this is more of a Left 4 Dead style game. And I'm not gonna lie to you, that's not what I was looking for. And maybe that's why I didn't really have much fun with it. I was trying to have fun, but I ain't gonna lie to you, this is one of the few games that I was playing and my eyes was closing and I was waking up with the controller in my hand. And it happened to me like 3 times. And after that 3rd time, I was like, dang, let me go ahead and turn this shit off. This shit boring. Sadly. Outer Worlds 2 is sadly a product of the times. I could not buy it because it's another $70 game. I didn't have the Game Pass no more because fuck that. $30? Nope. So I had that no more. So I was like, all right, cool. I'm just gonna have to just wait until I catch it on sale. And don't get me wrong, it is on sale. But do I have the time to play this? No. So I'm just gonna catch it when another sale goes on and I got the opportunity or I really feel like I want to play it. But from what I've been hearing, it is a great game. It's more of Outer Worlds, and I mean, what more could you want? The first game was Flames. All I can really expect is the second game to follow in those same footsteps. The last game to come out this month that I cared about was Arc Raiders. Talk about a game not being on your radar at all. Like I kept seeing like the trailers and stuff, and I never knew what the hell I was looking at. I'm like, bro, what the fuck is this game? And then I was hearing, oh, it's an Extraction, and I'm like, bro, I don't even give a fragment of a fuck about Extraction games. So I was like, I don't think I'm really gonna probably care about this. I was like, man, look, Battlefield 6 is going crazy. I was real heavy on Battlefield 6 at that point, and I think around then is when I had bought 2K because I caught it on sale literally a month after. It's crazy, for $40. So I was just getting back into Battlefield 6, and it was getting closer and closer to coming out, and I started seeing more stuff, and I'm like, wait, this shit look kind of cool. So we looked into it, And next thing you know, I bought it. And next thing you know, I was hooked. The combination of the voice chat, the proximity chat, right? The constant fear of, you know, what can happen, like if you get freaking snuck up on or anything, and just the gunplay, the fact that there's always some type of threat, whether it's people, like, you know, other human beings, or the robots, right, the arcs. There's just so many things going for this game, and I really respect the developers and the CEO for coming out and saying, hey, look, we were making a PvE game, and we played it, and we was like, this shit is ass. This shit is a 2-pack of ass. Shit's buns. And they literally say, yeah, nobody's gonna want to play this. They literally pretty much made Rainbow Six Extraction, but instead of releasing Rainbow Six Extraction, they said, nah, let's go ahead and go back to the drawing board. And then they added PvP, and I'm telling you, that was the best decision they could have made. I know people are like having their own issues with it, because don't get me wrong, it can be stressful to play sometimes, but I think that the game has built a solid community, and that people are going to keep playing that game for years to come. Now let's just see how they manage that. As I said earlier, I think that September and October is interchangeable because there are so many good games that came out both of these months, and it's just a large variety of games in general that came out these months. But I personally rank October as rank number 2. November.
I wrote this rhyme as I was running through the cornfield. I saw the sky was falling and UFOs appeared. Sprinting to the house of my dear, then I saw my true love disappear. Define true love and logic as if it's one. And remember that me being in your life was fun. But logic and love can never be apart, cause when there's love, there's no logic in the heart. Figures, that's beside the point the pencil's trying to make. And when you feel something now, it's hard to keep faith. And if you motor them out, niggas put a sail to your boat. Behind a bitch that can't even give a child support. These shots I'm shipping them in a package, dude. And I'm very polite, nigga, after you. It's for the niggas who just run the world, woman, dog. But in this realm we live in, non-fiction fog.
So November's major releases were Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment, Black Ops 7, Where Winds Meet, and Kirby Air Riders. Around this point in the year is where things start to slow down. So, you know, it's not as many game releases, and it's not that many really major ones, because everybody that was trying to get in for the Game Awards, they've already released their games, and they want to make sure they can get that Black Friday money, they can get them Christmas money. They try and get all that. So, you know, you don't really get as many towards the end of the year. Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment is super fun. It is a warrior style game. It is a freaking Musu game, I think that's how you say it. It's really fun. Like I said before, it's self-esteem booster. That's all it is. I mean, I thought it was weird, so when I first started playing it, I did look up to see, like, okay, like, where's Link? And because of the story, I guess he's not technically in the game as Link, but he's in as somebody else. And I'm like, okay, I guess I can accept that. But I was about to say, like, bro, how y'all gonna make a Hyrule Warriors a Zelda style, whatever type game you want to call it, right? And not include Link. I know his name ain't on the freaking cover, right? But like, come on now, like, it's Link. He is literally the main character of The Legend of Zelda. Next to Zelda. Black Ops 7. Yeah, I ain't played it, so I can't particularly say it's trash, because I ain't played it. But guess what? I'm not gonna play it, because I ain't got the Game Pass. I ain't paying for that shit. And also, I'm not paying 70. I'm not paying 60, 50, 40, 30, 20, 10. I ain't paying a cent for this game. Fuck Call of Duty. I'm tired of it. I'm not doing it no more. I'm sorry. It's not happening. I love zombies. I love all this shit. But like, at this point, it is 100% a cash grab. So guess what? I'm not going to be wasting my money, energy, time, mental capacity on any more Call of Duty games until they freaking go back to the drawing board. And when I say go back to the drawing board, I mean literally take 2, 3, 4, 5 years off and make a coherent game that we will genuinely love. But until then, I'm not buying that shit again. I'm sorry. Fuck that game. Where Winds Meet. Talk about a game, like I said, I don't care about coming out, and now I care about it. And it's mostly because it's free, right? If it was a paid game, I mean, I still think I would like it, but of course, it being free to play and some of the systems that it has, it can be kind of annoying. But it's free, it's fun. It literally feels like a AAA game that they were developing, and they said, nah, I don't think people gonna really want to pay for this. So hey, let's go ahead and just get it to them for free. Let's only charge for skins and, you know, battle passes and things of that nature. And honestly, I can't even trip. I can't even be mad at them for choosing that direction, because it works so well. There's so much content in this game, and honestly, if I was a kid and this game came out, guess what I'd have been playing forever? This right here. Like, come on now. The last game that I cared about was Kirby Air Riders. I didn't have a Switch yet, and now that I do have a Switch, I still don't have the game because I can only buy so many and play so many at a time, and I'm already building a backlog. I would much rather try to beat a few games before I grab that. But from my understanding, it looked pretty good, it looked pretty fun, and for the people who have played it, they love it. So, hey, there we go. Kirby Air Rider. November being so late in the year and being so, you know, not really full of much, and also including Black Ops 7, we're gonna go ahead and rank November as a rank of 10. December.
She said, go work yourself. I hope you get better for your health. This is not life. Constantly fed to keep your mind hype. I might be in the pressure to stop my own life. Why keep trying to love on a fuck like me? It's as a 9 to believe what my lips let be. Every action has a consequence, and when looking in your eyes, no, it's killer intent. Stroke by as deep as your feelings guiding you. Let off around the time I fired shots. Surprised that a child wasn't on you. Watch Murray say I'm the father, not so I can trap you. Not to pull you in a vacuum, but love you like the queen you are. Oh, is that true? Nigga, rush your tighten up my game. Got a lame nigga now. Him and I are not the same. Got me foaming at the mouth. Living life no longer the same. Wish I had you, but I don't. And it's all my fucking fault.
December, honestly, was just the conclusion of the year, right? We had the Game Awards, which when the Game Awards happen, that's pretty much the end of the year. Like, yes, you can still have games releasing, but nobody really cares. Like, the only two major releases I cared about for December was Marvel Cosmic Invasion and Metroid Prime 4 Beyond. Marvel Cosmic Invasion is something I've seen, I want to say, a couple months prior to it coming out. And I just like put it on the mental note of it, right? I don't even think I put it on the wish list because I don't remember if I did. But, you know, it came out, I was like, oh crap, this game's out, right? And I went and bought it instantly. And I literally sat down and I played it that entire day and beat it in one sitting. And it was fun. I love that game. I really actually want to play a little bit more of it. And yeah, it's a great game. I think you should check it out. It does a lot of things that I wish, you know, I wished some beat 'em up games would do. Metroid Prime 4 Beyond, that is literally, to me, a console seller. Like I said before, I was kind of holding off on getting the Switch 2 because I didn't feel like there was either enough there, and then also Nintendo was just being shady all year. So I was like, I'm not gonna go spend money on this company with all this stuff going on. Now that the year is over, right, and I went ahead and got me one. I got Metroid Prime 4 Beyond, and I like it. There was a lot of people clowning this game, I guess because of a certain NPC that I haven't even met yet. And I'm like, bro, like, is the game fun? Like, are you having fun playing it? Like, did you even play? That was even before a lot of people even played it. I was seeing a lot of mixed reviews, and it really did have me skeptical. And I was like, man, I really don't think I'm gonna buy a Switch 2 no time soon, because like, there's all of the games that I cared about either appear to be buns or they are buns. So we had Mario Kart, right, that I perceived to be pretty buns, and like I said, compared to Sonic, it is buns, but it's alright. You know, it ain't what I thought it was gonna be. Donkey Kong is pretty cool, so that was one, right? That was one game. We had Pokemon Za, that was perceived to be buns. We had freaking this came out perceived to be buns. And I'm like, okay, well, I don't really know what I'm going to play on there, because if all the games that I cared about are not good, then, I mean, why am I even going to go spend the money on the whole console, which is very expensive, might I add, and I could just wait until the Dust Bloods comes out. And I'm like, if that comes out and that's trash, then I'm probably never going to get a Switch. But I took the plunge, and I'm actually kind of happy I did, because I do love my Switch too. And you know, it's alright. And Metroid Prime 4 Beyond is also fun as hell. So, you know, it is what it is. Somehow I forgot to add this game to my script, but Skate Story. How did I forget this? I'm gonna keep it 3 bands with you. This is the skating game of the year. I'm creating my own freaking genre. Skating game of the year. This game wins it. This game really checks a lot of boxes, and it did a really good job at pulling me into it. I'm not the biggest skateboarding fan, right? I love Tony Hawk. I love the old skate. But I don't really play. I never play Session or any of those other games. I don't really care that much, right? But this game really pulled me all the way in from minute one as soon as I seen the gameplay. The music is fire, and then the fact that it's only $25 is a complete steal. And it also it came out at in the middle of December, but it was right when the Game Awards was happening. So of course it wouldn't get nominated for anything. It literally just came out. I think I was editing the video for it while I was watching the Game Awards. December concluding the year with a rank of 11. Cause there ain't much going on in December. I mean, if we're gonna really talk about December, we're talking about the Game Awards. That was fire. Final thoughts. Man, 2025 was an amazing year for gaming. I'm gonna keep it 3 bands with y'all. I don't know how 2026 is gonna be to top it, but the crazy thing is, I know 2026 is gonna top it because since I want to say 2022, it's only been uphill. I really can't think of any year that I ended, after playing so many games, right? And I was like, dang, this year was kind of buns, or I ain't really had too much fun. Man, my backlog keep growing, and I can't stop it from growing. The only way I can stop it from growing is if I just say fuck it and don't buy no more games and just play what I got, which I probably should do because this shit is expensive as hell. But come on, man, there's so many games. I'm really gonna need all these gaming grifters to shut the fuck up. Go ahead and get up out of the community because clearly you don't play games. Because if you played games, you wouldn't be able to say, it wouldn't be able to come out of your mouth. You would literally start choking on your words trying to say that gaming is dead because it doesn't make any sense. Gaming is fruitful. There is so much money being made in gaming right now, is ridiculous. Come on, there is a new game coming out almost every week, almost every day when you really look at it. And it's not even that it's not even bad games. It's not shovelware. A lot of it be flames. It's just so much, man. And I never understood how people can just come here and try to, like I said, grift and just try to push agendas in all of these games. Bro, do you have fun with the game or not? Did you play it? If you didn't play it, why do you have such a strong opinion on it? Unless you, like I said, unless it's a very specific situation, the CEO, talking shit, or it being a Call of Duty game, or it being a game, where it deserves criticism, right? At first, they were shitting on Assassin's Creed Shadows because Assassin's Creed Shadows had a female protagonist and a black freaking samurai, right? Okay, cool. So y'all, I'm assuming y'all gonna love Ghost of Tsushima because that has a freaking Japanese woman. She's playing a samurai, right? Oh no, she doesn't have big breasts. Bro, shut the fuck up, bro. I don't understand. But hey, at the end of the day, I play games to have fun. I play games for my entertainment and my enjoyment, and to bring you guys this amazing content. If you really are a gamer, if you really are about this life, right? Man, go ahead and talk to me in them comment sections. Tell me how you feel about 2025. What games did you really care about? What games did you really feel impacted you and that you're gonna take on and really add to your catalog of greatest games ever, right? I know there's something this year for everybody. I don't have a set list of my best games of the year, but I can say Expedition 33 is definitely one. Dead Zone Rogue, Sonic Racing Cross Worlds, those are just a few, right? Arc Raiders, Battlefield 6. I had a decent amount of games that I genuinely loved, and like I said, I don't know how you can sit here and say that gaming is dead, because it's far from it. Here's to another year of amazing games and another fruitful year of gaming. For now, internet, keep surviving, keep thriving. Like, share, subscribe. Stay tuned. Captain out.